Dear friends, welcome to the web presentation of VTIER-500K solid-state array. This array is specifically designed for I/O-intensive application like VMware or Oracle. VTIER-500K array is a 4U rack-mountable system. Default configuration comes with 24 1TB SSD drives, which gives about 100 TB of usable SSD storage. It supports CIFS, NFS, and block storage via Fiber Channel or iSCSI. Snapshots and remote application provide data protection. NFS and CIFS high availability is achieved by using Docker container technology. VTIER-500K provides connectivity via 10 gig interface or 8 gig Fiber Channel interface. The biggest benefit for VTIER-500K array is its performance benchmarks. This system achieves north of 500,000 4K iops. Further in the presentation, we will demo performance tools running against VTIER-500K array. Bottom in the slide, you can see output from FIO benchmark tool. 500,000 4K iops are achieved with an aggregate bandwidth of 2.1 gigabyte per second. In this live demo, we're going to show you how to configure your 500K system. This can be achieved either by CLI or web. We use Docker container technology to achieve high availability. Let me show you the Docker containers running right now. To start LAN location, let's run our text user interface. On the first screen, you will see 4 target configured. This system has 2 interfaces. Another 2 interfaces are virtual for high availability, and PIV on your SAN switch is required. In the bottom pane, you can see the remote initiator logged into the array. Let's look at the current device location. You can look at current LAN HBA group layout. Let's show you how to do a fiber channel allocation. Under LAN menu, select Add LAN, then select the file system where you want to place this LAN. On next screen, you specify the name and the size of the LAN. You can then look at the current LAN by selecting LAN list. Next step is to create FC device, which will be shared out to the hosts. Under devices, select add device, select the file system where you created the LAN. You can give the device same name as your LAN. Let's look at the newly added device. You can see the backing store file name. Next step is to assign FC LAN to host initiator. From devices menu, select map to host group, select the LAN, then select the target controller from where you want to do the assignment. Choose the initiator group name. From the screen, choose the LAN number which you want to assign to this LAN. In the bottom pane, you can see 3 LAN assigned to first initiator. Let's add this LAN to another initiator for host multipathing. This time select the next target HBA. Now let's verify the LAN layout. To continue further in our presentation, let's open vSphere client and configure this newly created LAN. Scan the new LAN and click Add Storage. Here you can see the LAN ID we just created earlier. Let's name this data store as VTIER_DS2. We want to utilize both initiators or paths to the storage, so let's change the pathing policy to round robin. Now you can see both paths are equally utilized. Earlier it was only one initiator. We installed a couple of 2012 virtual machines for performance testing. For iometer performance testing, we are adding an additional 50 gig drive to 2012 machines. Now remote desktop into 2012 server and initialize the new disk. Let's look at the performance on ESX host. From this screen, you can see access times hovering around 5 milliseconds for all data store LANs. The big spike you see here is from the local data store on the ESX server, which is a SATA drive. Currently, we are running two instances of iometer for performance testing. We are getting more than 40,000 IOPS from each of them, and IO response time is less than 2 milliseconds. This is for 4K 75% read and 20% write workload. Let's start a third iometer to add more load. Let's change outstanding IOs to 64. You can see system is doing more than 35,000 IOPS and response time hovers around 1 millisecond. If you combine all the three iometers running right now, we are doing more than 100,000 IOPS with response time close to 1 millisecond. VTIER storage engine is multi-threaded, performance scale proportionally with number of hosts. Looking again on a ESX side, response times are consistent with number of IOPS. We want to show you the live monitoring from array side also. On screen you see the disk queue monitoring and outstanding IOs against each device. You don't need any additional software or license for this monitoring. It's all embedded inside the VTIER OS. You can also monitor the number of IOs and throughput from each initiator. This concludes our presentation about VTIER 500K solid state array. VTIER 500K array is priced at 15,000 and delivers best return on investment. Our arrays deliver best price to performance ratio and price to capacity ratio in current SSD arena. Thanks for joining our presentation and let us know if you have any further questions. Thanks.